Yeah, okay guys, I have to do my hair a bit. Let me see if we can change the camera settings a bit. So waiting for the first people to show up in the live stream, guys. It's quite a sunny day here in the Netherlands. And I'm not sure if the live stream is already pushing out to... Heb jij al een bericht? Krijg jij al bericht dat hij eruit is?
Nu wel.
Aha, kijk eens, heel goed.
Even kijken.
Ja, er zijn vrij weinig mensen nog. Kan je hem, als jij hem kantelt nu, hoe zie jij het beeld? Ja, waarom krijg ik hem niet zo te zien? Ja, dat is raar. Ja, strange. Good afternoon, guys. Welcome from the Netherlands. So, I was just talking in Dutch to Sander, a big friend of mine. And it was quite a long time ago that I was live on our YouTube channel. So, good to have you here, guys. Let me know in the comments where you're from, where you're watching from, what time it is at the moment, and how much fun it is, because harvest season in Japan is almost starting. And of course, today we are with a good friend of mine, and we have some amazing koi here. Sander, he told me that I can watch all his new koi that just arrived from Japan. So we start today with two amazing kohakus. I need to be honest, those two kohakus, I will turn the camera around so you can see the koi. Here we go. We got here two amazing kohakus, and those two are not yet from Japan. The other koi are inside the quarantine place over here inside the shop. So before we're going to discuss those two kois, I want to welcome you all. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me open the chat so I can also watch the chat. Let me see. We got people from Mexico, Indonesia, England. I did woke up someone in Canada. Good morning for you. Well, it's around, I think around 2 o'clock in the afternoon here in the Netherlands. And we start with a very, we had a very foggy day, but we end up with some sun and some very nice temperatures. So, before I going to show you the newly arrived koi, I had to discuss those two kohakus with you. Good to have you guys also from Australia. We're with 50 people now, so leave a like, guys, so we can push out this live stream to more of our subscribers. So we got two kohakus, guys, and those two kohakus are from two different breeders. And maybe you can guess the breeders. So I want to give you the chance to put in the chat some names of koi breeders, kohaku breeders. And let me know what you think, what breeder this is, before I I tell it. Good to have you here, John. Welcome from the United States. Well, it's probably a very early morning for you now. I'm not sure, but I think around 7 in the morning. But so, guys, let me know, what breeders do you think those two koi are from? They're from two different breeders, both in the Niigata area. Well, that's correct, Giulio. One of those two kohakus is from the Dainichi koi farm. And before I'm going to explain you which one of the two is from the Dainichi koi farm, I give you one more chance to also guess the other breeder. So let me know what breeders you think it could be. Good to have you here, Nerio from the Philippines. And if there are some people waiting from or watching from the Netherlands, let me know too. Well, no, it's not Terrazzo. Unfortunately not. We have a dog here. Yeah, that's the problem, guys. When you are going live, you have to deal with all those things in surroundings, like dogs barking when someone's entering here the area. But well, yeah. Let we start. Good morning, Sharon from Seattle. Well, we got one koi from Dainichi, and I will show you it. This one is from Dainichi, and it's smaller. It's the smaller one of the two. Both koi are Nisai, so 2 years old. And as you can see, there is some difference in size and quality, etc. And this kohaku is from the Maruhiro koi farm. And I will explain you guys why there is a difference in size, but also a difference in quality. Of course, it has to depend. It also has to I don't know how you say it in English at the best, but there are different bloodlines. That's what I meant to say, and different breeders, of course. They're both beautiful koi, but the size is quite significant. The difference, because this kohaku from the Dainichi koi farm is also 2 years old, but this one is small Nisai, and that means that it didn't went into the mud pond in the summer season. So that's the reason why she is a bit smaller, but I think it's a very good koi. She was inside the shop for the whole summer season here, and she is from last year's shipment. But her skin quality is still amazing. We got some very nice sashi on this side. The beni is very deep, and we got some kiwa, not too much, but you can see it here. And I think the pattern is nice. And also the technical part of the koi is also very beautiful. We got a very nice body shape. We got some odome, so that's the white part after the tail. And yes, it's a 4-step kohaku. And of course, if you want to have it more perfectly, then it was even better to have some more beni on this side here to complete the 4 steps. But in the end, it's a very nice koi, and it's here in the shop of my friend Sander. And so if there are people from the Netherlands, Germany, Belgium, and you have time to go to the Netherlands, just give Sander a visit to his shop. So that's the Dainichi kohaku. Then we got the Maruhiro kohaku, and there is a big difference here. You can also see it in the... First of all, let's start with the skin quality. Normally I start with the body, but in this case I will start with the skin quality. I think the skin quality of this kohaku is absolutely stunning. I don't have any other words for it, and I will explain why. You can see the depth of the beni. So the Dainichi kohaku, the beni is quite light, but it doesn't mean that it will be like that. But if you see this skin quality, guys, this is very, very, very red. So then we got the pattern. I know the pattern is not the most important part of the koi, but in this case it is very balanced. We got that really nice wide balanced, well, it isn't, how do you explain that, it's very good balanced. And what's also very important is the sashi that's still here underneath the skin. So that means that those scales are under the skin and will also come up. So more beni will show up on this side, also on this side. And let me see on the other side if there are some more sashi. Yeah, we got here a little bit of sashi. So when this koi is getting bigger, much bigger, she will keep her skin quality, and she will develop at a very, very very nice way. So that's the skin and the pattern, but we still have also to discuss the kiwa, and it's almost perfect. Look at this, guys, this kiwa. So the kiwa is the rounding around the scales. You can see the pattern here. It's like small clouds. That's how I explain it normally. And on this koi, it's almost perfect. Let me try to get her in the sun. So it's maybe better for you guys to see. Look at this. This is the kiwa. This is what I mean, guys. Those small clouds, those perfect patterns around the scales. Absolutely wonderful. So that was the skin quality. What I mentioned before is that this koi, this small Nisai from the Dainichi koi farm, didn't end up in the mud pond. So the breeder decided not to put her in the spare space that he has in the mud ponds. But for this koi, this is different. The Maruhiro koi farm, that koi went to the mud pond, and you can see it definitely in size, because this one is around 10 cm bigger, but also the body size. Look at this, it's very well fed. It has grown very good, and if you look at the technical parts of the koi, it has a very huge head. It's big, it's long, and let me try to put it in a straight way so you can see what I mean. So for a 2-year-old koi, this is a very nice body shape, and we got a thick and high tail, as you can see, and that's also one of the indicators that a koi will end up growing bigger. So when I'm selecting koi for myself, I always watch, first of all, to the body shape. I watch how long the head is, how big is the head, but also the height of the koi. So when you look at it from the side, how high is the height? What is the height of the koi? The thickness of the tail, and also the thickness and the height of the tail. So that is, yeah, that are some parts that I'm looking for, and of course I always look also to the skin quality, the kiwa sashi. But for me, pattern is not that important. Most of the time, I really make my decisions just based on the technical parts of the koi. So let me try to read some of the comments. Let me see, guys. Julio, 5-step kohaku, still thicker. Yes, correct. Would the small one get the same size when adult? Okay. Chance. Okay, yeah. Well, Saif, I hope I pronounced your name well. The only reason this koi is a bit smaller now is because she didn't have the most ideal growing season in Japan. So this koi went into the mud pond, enjoyed all the natural foods, minerals, vitamins, weather, and of course also the space to grow. At this size, most of the breeders only put 40 to 60, max 60 koi in a mud pond. So you can imagine when this koi, like the Dainichi kohaku, that is smaller, is inside in the concrete pond with 100 or 200 other koi, it's much harder to grow. And this koi has the advantage of space, but also the advantage of having a lot of natural food sources. And well, that's the big difference, and that's the reason why this Maruhiro kohaku is a bit bigger than the Dainichi kohaku. But still, both are very nice, very high quality koi. They are still for sale, I guess. I'm not sure, maybe Sander is watching from inside, but he can probably answer. If you have any questions living in Belgium, Netherlands, or even Germany, and you have some interest in one of those two koi, then just give him a shout out. All right, let me see. Well, Sander is watching. Both female, I'm not sure. I have one hand to check it, but let me see if I can. I can't really. I do think this one is a female, but I'm not sure because most of the time what you see is when the female kois, the depth of the belly is less, and the skin quality of the males are most of the time better. So I could be wrong with this one, but I think they are both female. But I have to check it, because I think this one could be a male, because of only when I see the skin quality at the moment, I could be a male. Anyway, but it is still an amazing koi. Let me see the chat, guys. Jimran, the koi from the koi farm right now. Well, no, I just started the live stream, Jimran, and I'm going to show you some of the new koi that arrived from Japan last week. Those two are already in the shop for 1 year, so, well, less, I think 6 or 7 months from the last shipment. But I think it was fun to just show you those two kohakus and show you the difference and tell you a little bit about the size difference and the skin quality, etc. Do Nisai come with certificates? Well, in this case of those two, yes. Can you feed the koi? No, I'm not going to feed them at the moment, because it's, of course, the season is ending. That's one. We're getting the autumn here now, also in the Netherlands. And second of all, when they are fed and you're going to do things like this with them, they can get some stress, and that's not the thing that I want. So, how to know if koi is male or female? Any size difference? Well, Dubai on drone, yes. Most of the time, the female koi are getting bigger. But in this case, I think this one is the male and this one is the female. But that one had, the only difference is this one has grown in the mud pond and this one not. So yes, females are getting bigger. And you can see it, of course, on the other side of the koi, but I'm not able to show that you now, because I have only one hand and the other hand is within my camera. So if you have any questions, guys, please let me know in the comments. Let me see. No, Jimran, I'm not in Japan. Unfortunately, I am living in Europe, and most of the people from Europe, and I think also the rest of the world, are not allowed to join the harvests in Japan. because simply we're not allowed to enter the country. And if you are able to enter the country, you need to have the diplomatic status, and I'm not having one, or you need to have a company in Japan, and then you still have to be for 14 or 10 days in quarantine, and that's not worth it at the moment. So when Japan opens, I will be the first one to enter Japan. I have some nice trips incoming also in December, probably to the United States, because that border is open now, so that's good. I don't want this one to jump. I see someone from Belgium. Let me see. Peter, goed je hier te zien. Peter, greetings. Good to have you here. All right, I'm going to ask Sander, he's inside, if he can put those 2 kohakus back in the shop. Then I am going to show you some new koi that arrived last week. Sander. Waar ben jij? Oh. Oh. Kan jij deze terug doen? Dan ga ik even de nieuwe... Okay guys, so Sander is going to put them back. Good morning guys, good afternoon, good night. Please let me know again in the comments where you're from at the moment. And Sander is going to put the koi back, and I'm going to show you at least some very nice koi. We got some, look at these monsters guys. All Yamamatsu Koi Farm. Very nice sanke. Wonderful. But those are not the new koi. We have some very nice tansha showas here. Oh, look at this. Okay guys, so this pond, this tank, all contain new koi that arrived last week. They are in quarantine, and they will stay here for, I think, a very long time. I think probably whole winter. And when they are sold, they will get to the new owners in springtime, so in 5 months from now. This is, I'm not sure, I have to ask the breeder. But of course, those koi are just here. They had a very long trip from Japan. And we got some very nice tansha showas in here. Some nice showas. And this is absolutely a wonderful mix. I see some Jinrin Shioro Tsuri. But I really like the tansha showas. There are some very nice ones in here. And I think Sander was very lucky with those to have them here in Japan, and was able to buy them. So let's go guys, it's a little bit cold and my hair did go in all the ways. So I take you guys to a very special place. I take you now to one of the bigger quarantine places where the rest of the newly koi arrived are swimming at the moment. Sorry guys, the connection was bad because I still had the Wi-Fi on. So I hope you guys can see me again. So we got 2 very big outside ponds here. There are some koi in there. Maybe we can feed them afterwards. But let's go inside to the other part of the building and show you some of the other newly arrived koi. If you haven't liked the video, put a thumb up. I think it's 37 likes. We should get that to 100. So if you didn't like the video, please do it. So I can show you the rest. Okay, guys. So this is the Holy Grail. We got some very nice koi in here too. So let's start on this side. This is all Tosai, and this also arrived last week. Well, the name of the shop is Koi Centrum Snake. It's a Dutch shop. Thank you, Julio. Jimron, I think about 100 koi in that pond. Mr. Kaivi, dude, is it possible to decide the gender of roughness of the gills? Yes, but most of the time only in springtime, or when they are able to, when they just get out of the mud ponds, it's possible too. But not throughout the whole year. You can feel the gills to see if they're a little bit rough. If they're rough, you can decide if they're male or female. So we got some Yagenji small Nisai, and these are some pretty amazing koi, because We have everything in here. We got different varieties. We have Shira Otsuri, we have Sanka, Jinrin, Benigoi, Karashikoi, we have Kujakus. And those koi arrived, we got Asagis. Those koi arrived around 6 days ago. And look how active they are. Also, of course, compared to the other ones. But I think those are in very, very good condition. So they had a very long trip from Japan, around I think around 26 or 28 hours. But as you can see, guys, it's very nice. I really like those koi. So let me take you to some of my favorites. And yes, guys, I was standing on this little chair because those tanks are pretty high. We've got a lot of tanks here. Okay, here we go. We have. I'm not gonna name you the breeder, guys, because I know Sander wants to buy more from this breeder. But this is very special because Sander was able to buy all Showas, all Nisai Showas from this breeder. And there are some pretty good Nisais in here. So what I want to do, I want to pick out, and I know they just arrived, but they are in very good condition. So I'm going to pick out 2 or 3 koi, put them in a bowl, and tell you why I think those 3 koi are my favorites. So I'm going to end this live stream, and then I will be back, I think, in 10 or 15 minutes, and I'm going to do a second live stream here on the channel. So if you like that, please leave me a comment, put that thumbs up. We got 45 likes, so let's get it to 50 likes, and then I'm going to prepare everything. I'm going to pick out 3 koi, 3 Showas, tell you a little bit more about the breeder, and then then we're going to discuss some more koi. So, guys, thank you so much for being here for the last 25 or 23 minutes. We're going to end this live stream, and I will be back within 50 minutes with a second live stream for today. How sounds that?